Hey Scorpio, this is going to be your career reading for March 2020. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single Scorpio. If it does resonate with you, wonderful, but if it does not, please feel free to check out your moon, rising, or Mercury. I will leave a timestamp in the comment section below for when the reading actually begins. So let's jump into it. Can I please get a clear and concise message for my Scorpios, please? A clear and concise message. What's coming in for Scorpio in March for career? What's coming in for Scorpio? What do they need to be aware of? What is the message for Scorpio's greatest good as it pertains to their career and money for the month of March? What is it that Scorpio needs to know? What's coming in for Scorpio in the month of March? Finances and career, please. Messages does Scorpio need to hear for finance and career for the month of March, please? Clear and concise message for my Scorpios. Clear and concise message. Okay. All right, Scorpio, let's jump into this. So, Scorpio, let's talk about your present energy. You've got the Ace of Pentacles here. Now, the Ace of Pentacles talks about potential blessings, potential opportunities, and blessings coming in from the universe. And the way you're viewing that right now is the Three of Rods. The Three of Rods talks about kind of waiting for your ships to kind of come in, waiting to receive some good news. I feel like this card also talks about negotiations as well. I feel like you're waiting on an opportunity. You're waiting on some money to come in. You're waiting on like a business opportunity, a promotion, something that will boost your career, boost your financial situation, and you're waiting on that with the Three of Wands. I feel like, especially with the Three of Rods, it means you have the skill set, right? Because it talks about the Three of Wands. This is a person who has some kind of acumen when it comes to either their business or their career path. And I feel like there's a skill set that you have that you've already obtained that you're either waiting to utilize with this Ace of Pentacles energy, or you're just waiting to hear back regarding an opportunity, okay? Now, what's interesting here is I want to kind of jump here first, and let's talk about what's going to be constant for you, because I really feel a strong sense of waiting on a particular opportunity, almost as if you're waiting for the stars to align for one particular thing that you want to come in. You have your eyes set on something in particular here. And in your constant position, you've got the Page of Rods. The Page of Rods talks about, pages always talk about learning. So I feel like either there is a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that you're working with that is bringing you news, keeping you updated about a particular opportunity that's coming in or that you're waiting on. If it's not that, I feel like the Page of Wands here, I feel like because the Page of Wands talks about a spark of something new, initiating something new, learning about something new, I feel like there's something that you need to learn here with the Page of Wands. It could be pertaining to a career change you want to make, career advancement. There's something else that you don't know yet that you need to learn about in a business context as well for some of you. Some of you, there's something that you need to understand about the business that you're in that you currently are a little bit unaware of. There's some learning you've got to do. Overall, you're going to be learning a lot in the month of March. You're going to be learning a lot through your successes and failures in the month of March. And it's going to keep pushing you forward. But let's talk about the action that you need to take and the change that's needed, because those are both major arcana. So it's emphasizing the importance of both of those. And so I want to delve into first what the action that you need to take is. And it's telling you to take the Hermit. The Hermit, what's so interesting is that the Hermit doesn't act externally, right? He's searching for something. He's searching for information. So it could be that you need to be accessing more research. I really feel like there is something that you need to know. There's something more. There's a next level of information that you need to find or have access to. I also feel like it's telling you to, especially if it's something that you've been waiting on for a while, I feel like the Hermit energy is telling you to step back a little bit of your energy in pursuing that. There's something internally that the Hermit's calling on you to do. There's something you need to discover. And I feel like it's externally and internally for you. There's some more information you need. You need to seek some counsel here with the Hermit card. So if you know someone who, maybe it's a financial advisor, it could be a CPA, lawyer, there's someone that you need to seek counsel from with this Hermit card. Because there's something, I really get the sense, there's something you just don't know yet that's going to be very, very important for you. Now, let's talk about the change that's needed for you, and that's the Death card. This is the card of change. I feel like for some of you, there is something that you've been waiting on that you need to release, only because there's something that you just don't know about it. There's something that would not work out in your best interest, or there's something that you need to revamp the idea of. Because this talks about clearing out the old, bringing in the new, right? Transforming. You either need to transform your idea. I feel like, especially if you have an idea of something that you want to bring forth, it's time to take a new look at it. It's begging for some fresh eyes with the Page of Rods. It's begging for some fresh eyes. I feel like there's something, it's going to be difficult for you to let part of this go, whatever this is. I feel like you've invested either a lot of money, energy, or time into it. And that's going to be your frustration in releasing whatever this is. In the past, I can tell your past challenge was the King of Rods. There's something you were really passionate about. That's why it's going to be so difficult for you to kind of release it and let it go. I feel like if it's not the entire idea, it's just the idea within the framework that you set out for that idea to be manifested. There's something that has to change in that. And you may be a little bit resistant to that change of looking at it from a different perspective and maybe going in a slightly different direction because you're so passionate about it with the King of Rods. But you need to kind of allow freshness to come in with the Page of Rods, right? The King knows what he wants. He pursues it just voraciously, right? But at the same time, he can get a little one-track minded and may not be open to fresh new ideas or new ways of looking at the same problem. So I feel like that's the energy you're going to need to open yourself up to. I know you're waiting for this to kind of come to fruition and manifest the way you want it to, but there's something you need to learn. There's something that you don't know yet and that you need to seek some counsel on and be open to adjusting a little bit. Now let's talk about the outcome. Your outcome card, you got the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles talks about loss, right? It talks about struggle. It talks about this could be the loss of an opportunity, a promotion that you wanted, a job that you wanted. It talks about just going through some hardships, making some errors in judgment sometimes with the Five of Pentacles. And I feel like to an extent, you're going to have to take a little bit of you're going to have to take a loss here, right? We all go through this with the Five of Pentacles energy. I feel like there's something that you're waiting on, that adjusting and looking at it from a different perspective and transforming and changing that could cost you money, you know, and that I get that. And you may take a little bit of a hit financially here. But what's good about it is it's still a good opportunity. It's just you're gonna hit a little bit of a setback here in the month of March. Now it may not be financially, but it just may be because the Five of Pentacles also talks about like emotional confusion when it comes to money issues or money problems. So I feel like for some of you, you're so caught up in wanting this thing that you've been waiting on to manifest, and it's just, this isn't the month for it. This isn't the month for everything to culminate and work out perfectly. And I feel like you may feel a little bit of disappointment in that, right? That it's not moving at the pace that you may want it to, or at the speed you may want it to, especially if you need to go back to the drawing board a little bit. But just keep in mind here that whatever counsel that you get here, this new information, in the long run, if you transform and change with this death energy, this is going to save you money in the long run. This is like taking a short-term loss for a long-term gain. And so try to look at it from that perspective when you're going through this in the month of March, because I feel like once you do, you're going to see the newness of this opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles. You're going to see it change, and you're going to see it transform into an opportunity that is greater than the one that you were expecting. But you got to get through a little bit of a setback first. So I hope that that was helpful and provided a little bit of clarity for you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.